What if the moment you die, you don't actually realize you're dead? Doctors, scientists, and real survivors have described something disturbing, and by the end of this video, you'll discover the one detail that changes everything we think about death. Because some people were declared dead, and then came back with memories they shouldn't have. So what did they see? And why do their stories all sound the same? Let's start with the first 10 seconds after death. Your heart stops. Blood flow ends. Your brain begins shutting down. But here's the terrifying part. Recent studies show that the brain can remain active for minutes after clinical death, meaning your consciousness might still be there. Watching, feeling, aware, but trapped. So what does that feel like? Some survivors describe hearing voices in the room. Doctors calling time of death, but they couldn't respond. Almost like being locked inside your own body. But that's just the beginning. Because what comes next is where things get impossible to explain. Thousands of people across different countries, cultures, and religions report the exact same sequence, a sensation of leaving the body. Floating above themselves, watching everything from the outside. How is that possible? How can people describe details they physically shouldn't be able to see? Is it just the brain hallucinating, or is something else happening? Because the next phase is even stranger. Many report being pulled through a dark tunnel toward a bright light. Sounds familiar, right? But here's the twist. Even people who had no belief in an afterlife report the exact same thing. Why would the brain create the same illusion for completely different people? And then they meet something, not always a person. Sometimes just a presence, watching, waiting, understanding them completely. Some describe overwhelming peace, others fear. Fear. And then comes the moment almost everyone agrees on, a choice, or at least the feeling of one. Stay or go back. But here's the part that doesn't make sense. Why do some people come back and others don't? And what determines that moment? Because not all experiences are peaceful. Some survivors describe something darker, endless emptiness, silence, or the feeling of being stuck. No light, no presence, just awareness. Without escape, science tries to explain this as oxygen deprivation, chemical reactions, neural misfiring. But none of these fully explained why the experiences are so consistent, or why some people return with information they couldn't have known. So we're left with a disturbing possibility. Death might not be the end. It might be a transition. But to what? Because here's the detail that changes everything. Some people who came back said time didn't exist there. No past, no future, just awareness. Which raises a terrifying question. What if you never actually leave? What if death isn't darkness, but something we were never meant to fully understand? So tell me, if you had the choice, would you come back? Or would you keep going? Comment below.